that I would like to die like the Western cowboys with my boots on.
You became Attorney General when you were about 87. How did that happen?
I received a call from my younger son. He told me that the Home Minister had contacted him. Am I prepared to accept the Attorney Generalship? I said I would like to think it over.
Do you have a favorite liquor?
Black Label,
What is the one show you're watching on TV that you love?
Game of Thrones.
How old are you?
Oh, I'm 93 years old.
So you don't look 93 at all.
Been There, Done That is a part of Zerodha's 01 Media Network. If you want to learn from the lived experiences of our seniors, this is the channel to follow.
Hello and welcome. On this podcast, we talk to seniors about their lives, their experiences, their learnings, and also get their insights and advice on having a healthy and active lifestyle. We have a very special guest today, and no introduction I make can do justice to who he really is. He is India's best lawyer, an authority on the Indian Constitution, a Padma Vibushan awardee, the former Attorney General of India. But that's not why we're here. He has an incredible zest for life and is an inspiration for millions. We're joined by Shri KK Venugopal. Sir, thank you so much for joining us today. I have to start by asking you, how old are you?
Oh, I'm 93 years old.
So you don't look 93 at all. Does it feel like you're 93?
No, I would like to be only 26. But unfortunately, I have to admit I am 93.
Are you 26 at heart?
No, I think I must be about 70 at heart.
70 at heart. So you're 70 at heart. You've been working for 70 years now, and you're still practicing law at the age of 93. What does a typical day in the life of KK Venugopal look like?
I get up at 7:30 in the morning,
Okay.
get ready. If I have a case at the beginning of the list, I'm down by 10 o'clock, and then work right through till the case is over, which may be 4 o'clock. And after that, I have a nap. And then my trainer comes. And 3 days in a week, I do some exercise.
And do you enjoy your workout, or do you feel like,
Oh, yes, I really enjoy it.
do you want to do it for more days, or 3 days is more than enough?
No, I think 3 days are enough.
And this is a typical weekday. Is the weekend any different?
Weekend, I don't think there is much of a difference because we lawyers, we work 7 days a week.
7 days a week.
But only thing is, difference is I don't work in the afternoon.
Okay.
I stop at 3 o'clock.
So I'm guessing you put in more than 70 hours in a week?
I never calculated.
There is this discussion about work-life balance, whether people should work 70 hours a week, 90 hours a week. Did you ever think at some point that maybe I can take it easy, I can do something else?
I laid down office as Attorney General at the age of 91. At that time, I had time to think of what I should do. If I had stopped working in private practice, I would start suffering from depression. I would not know what to do with my time. And therefore, it was essential that I continue to work. And I have been working even, yesterday I worked till on Friday, Thursday. I was in court, Delhi High Court. Therefore, lawyers can't avoid working.
So you're always going to work till you can?
As long as... See, I had written an article a long time back for a magazine for old persons. And in that I said that I would like to die like the Western cowboys with my boots on.
Oh, that's nice. You mentioned you stepped down from as Attorney General at the age of 91.
Yes.
And you became Attorney General when you were about 85 years.
87.
87. And of course, Supreme Court judges retire at 65, but you became AG at 87. How did that happen?
AG, I don't know. I was in the United States driving from Wisconsin in the south to Chicago in the north to my daughter's place.
You were driving?
1,500 miles. I was driving for 2 hours in the morning. Then my younger son who was with me, would take over for the rest of the day. Now, while we are on the road, I received a call from my younger son, KK Venugopal. He is a senior advocate. Right. And he told me that the Home Minister had contacted him and asked him, am I prepared, his father, am I prepared to accept the Attorney Generalship? I said, I would like to take it over. And after 2 days, I told him, yes, I would. And when I came back to India, the Home Minister and Mr. Yadav, Bhupendra Yadav, they came here and met me in my office and wanted me to confirm in clear terms. I said yes. And thereafter, I took over charge.
How do you keep yourself young, sir?
I don't know whether I'm keeping myself. I'm old now. Therefore, when all the ills of old age are slowly catching up.
What was the maximum speed you drove at?
I couldn't get caught. I used to drive on the fast lane. I would stick behind a car which is going equally fast in the hope that if you are getting caught, he would be the person who would be booked. And therefore, I was able to manage, but I used to drive at great speeds.
One of the things I've noticed is your passion for technology. Every time Apple launches a new product, there's one person who's pre-ordering it, and that's definitely you. Whether it's the new iPhone, whether it's a new iMac, what is your relationship with technology like?
You see, once upon a time, I was very much interested in technology. And I have all the video cameras from the very inception right up till the latest one.
Okay.
Wonderful cameras. And the Super 8 cameras in the beginning were silent. I have the pictures of my travels. And I used to travel every year in summer with my wife as long as she was alive. Thereafter, by myself or with friends. And I have captured everything. I don't take a bit of notes. I eat good food. I see all sorts of exciting places, but I don't make a note. But I look at these videos. They are all on now on CDs or DVDs.
Okay.
And then I recollect all that has happened.
You also use the Oculus Rift and the Meta Ray-Ban glasses.
Yes.
Did you enjoy that experience? Did you find it?
Yes, I enjoy them, but I get very little time for spending on that. But when I travel abroad, I use it ocular.
Oculus Rift.
No, not I'm sorry, the Ray-Ban glasses.
And you capture video on that also?
Yes, yes. You just stand there and say in an airport, you look around slowly. You get the entire vista and in very high definition.
What is something that excites you about technology now? What are you looking forward to?
I think what has happened is at a certain stage, I had my secretaries.
Right.
Originally, I had trained myself on Dragon Dictate and so on. I got all the editions of Dragon Dictate. And I used to practice on that. And I could get fairly accurate 95%. But then you have stenographers and there's secretaries, as a result of which you lose your capacity to work on those.
Right.
So that now I depend totally on my associates, juniors.
Okay.
They give the connection. I don't even know how to do it now.
One of the most hot topics is AI or artificial intelligence. Have you used any AI tools?
See, I have not used, but this I thought was to be kept a secret. Whenever I had to write forwards, a blurb on regard to a book which was being published, then to some extent I would ask my associates to use ChatGPT. I have used it, but they use ChatGPT and bring out excellent write-ups. And then, of course, I edit it.
One of the things that we get on our phones very often are scam calls. And we've seen, unfortunately, that they're targeting a lot of seniors. Do you get a lot of scam calls?
I get scam calls I get numbers which I do not recognize because I got the complete list of those who are on my list of telephone users. Now, if their names are not there, I don't answer.
Okay.
I just cut them out. Sometimes, of course, I miss out on very good friends
Right.
whose names are not there in my list. But that can't be helped because I always proceed on the basis they can contact my secretary and then have the call connected.
You've been practicing for more than 70 years. How much of it was the motivation to earn versus the love for the law? What drove you and what continues to drive you?
A lawyer carries a tremendous responsibility on his shoulder. He accepts a brief. He has to do justice to that. You have to burn the midnight oil if necessary. And in my younger days, I used to do so. Work up till late 11 o'clock in the night and so on, just to get ready with a case. And therefore, money was not the incentive. But money was, of course, important. And as you grew up and had an office and so on, you had to maintain a big office, you had to maintain juniors, you had to pay them satisfactorily, and so on. So money is an important aspect, but not the only aspect.
Did you manage your own money or did you have somebody to manage it for you?
Accountant and
Okay.
so on. Therefore, and then I got my auditors, my internal auditor here, and my external auditors who prepare my returns and file them
Got it.
for income tax.
One of the things we've seen with seniors is when it comes to estate planning, they don't prepare a will. What is the one advice you would have for them, and what are some of the things you think they should
No, I don't know
absolutely
whether there
take?
are senior lawyers who do not have wills, because I don't think you should let your estate sink into confusion once you are no more there. And therefore, will is very necessary. And necessary because I think first you prepare for if you have liabilities, and after that is to have a good person who would manage the entire estate and ensure what goes to charity, which is essential according to me.
Sir, I want to shift tracks a little bit. These are a couple of fun questions. But what comes to your mind when I say sherry, toddy, tequila, and Jaeger?
I think your wife, who is my junior, must have instructed you on all these matters. Because how did you know the names of my hot dogs?
The first time she said I was playing with Jaeger, I was playing with Jaeger, and she's like, oh, that's Sir's dog. And then she gave me this thing, and to me it came across as names of alcohol, but for you it was the names of your dogs. And you always had a dog?
Yes, I always had a dog. And Sherry was the loveliest of dogs. Thereafter, all these other dogs. I made it a point to pick up a name of a liquor.
Do you have a favorite liquor?
Black Label,
Okay.
a small one, from age of 35
Okay.
onwards.
And you still drink
Still one small drink with my dinner
every day?
every night.
You also stopped smoking. When did you stop?
I was smoking till 1988.
Okay.
Because at that time it was a stylish thing to do in school and college. But later you realized as to the terrible harm it was doing to you, because cigarettes are really poison.
So last few questions. These are rapid fire. What is the one show you're watching on TV that you love or you're enjoying?
On TV, the Game of Thrones,
Okay.
that I liked.
What is the one book you're reading or one book that you enjoyed recently?
I think mostly it's law books because I get very little time. I used to be a voracious reader, and Louis L'Amour, I have about 50 or 60 of his books, all the books which he had written.
Okay. One song that you recently listened to or one of your favorite songs, which would it be?
My juniors, when I got about 22 of them who are doing very well in practice. Some of them are former cabinet ministers, some of them are Supreme Court judges, two of them. And when those 22 with their wives, we have a meet at a function, then they asked me to sing K Sara Sara. And
I've seen that many times, yes.
and I have very little choice except to join them and sing.
Which would be your favorite song then? I mean,
That night in Rio, in a cafe by the way there, where she shows her friend, the lover, is her locket, where somebody else's picture was there. And then he rode away.
sir, thank you so much for speaking to us today. It was wonderful.
Okay.
I'm super grateful that you chose to speak to us. Thank you. Thank you so
All on
much.
account of your wife.
Yes, sir.
Otherwise, I have been refusing interviews right and left.
No, sir, we are super grateful, but thank you so much.